Are you on the hunt for creative, out of the box, not usually suggested side hustles or ideas for businesses and side gigs? Let's dive into seven of them that I came across. The first one is being a course concierge for online learners. And so, what that person does is to help people organize and actually complete the online courses they've bought or signed up for. So, most people tend to sign up for online courses and then just never get around to finishing it. This particular person, the course concierge, you're going to help with setting up schedules and reminders and worksheets and being the accountability partner to make sure that they actually complete the course. And you can start this by making offers through coaching forums, on social media sites like LinkedIn, Facebook, looking into productivity communities and offering your services there. You will need to figure out what the pricing looks like, and you might need to adjust it based on what your client needs. Um, so you also want to make sure you look into contracts and payment systems and all of that that will work for you. But this is actually a good option for a side hustle. The second one is local lead generation pages. And what this does is, or what it is you build a simple one page website for a local niche. For example, let's say you live in Newark, New Jersey, you'd say best dog groomers in Newark, or best braid stylists in Newark, or if you live in downtown Baltimore, for example, or best tag and title places in downtown Baltimore, or because there is a parking issue, best parking spots in downtown Baltimore, something like that. So a one-page website that gathers information um, about the local area, and you can sell leads, you can have advertising slots for the small businesses, but you will need to build up the page first. And as you gain traction, sell spaces and slots to small businesses. And this works because local service providers often lack online visibility. And in a way, you become their marketing plug, a gateway between them and the audience they are looking for. And you can start by using Notion or Wix to build pages, or some other sites out there that will allow you to build pages for free. And you can monetize with affiliate links, or you can charge a flat fee to the small businesses. Third one is family history and legacy story writer, or not necessarily an autobiography writer, but there are people who want to write about their family history. Sometimes it's a book, sometimes it could be for a memorial or just a family project they've got. And what will be required would be to interview the family members or the elders and create a summary of the stories they've told you, depending on what they want, maybe in a PDF or booklet form. I've informally had to do that for family members that have passed away, and we're trying to put together a written tribute for the funeral. And so you talk to different people and search in memory for events and stories about them, and then put it together and make it a seamless write up. And so you'll be doing this for people, but people don't really do it for funerals, for birthdays, anniversaries, just family projects, what have you. And so there are also people who just want to do it to preserve family stories, but they don't know where to start. And even if they know where to start and how to start, they just don't have the time. So once again, you want to make sure you start advertising before the holidays, because the holidays is when people are at their most sentimental. So you want to start before to get people interested in it. The next one, or the fourth one, is a local email newsletter. It's almost similar to the local lead generation pages, But what you're doing, instead of just leads to businesses, you are curating weekly events in the local area, whether it's food deals, even major grocery sales, news about a town or the neighborhood. You build a free email list, and every week, perhaps at the start of the week, you send an email blast to your email list about the weekly event and the deals and the so on and so forth. And it works because local newsletters are a thing, and people are always looking for ways to cut down the chatter in social media and just get one concise packet of information or spot of information about their local area. And also, businesses want people to get their eyes on their information and events, especially if they are really local and really small. So you can use Substack. I hear about Substack all the time for your newsletter. And you can monetize it later with local sponsorship. So this is something you would want to start for free. And then later you can get sponsorships or paid sponsorships from businesses or organizations in the area. Next one is the digital accountability partner. And so what it is you check in with clients 1 to 2 times per day or per week or by whatever agreed upon frequency to keep them on track with their goals. So that it's a fitness goal or a writing goal or budgeting, either by you can get in touch with them by text or by voice, or you encourage them and push them to make sure you keep them accountable for the goals that they have set. And that's because some people just thrive with having someone helping to motivate them, and following up with them, an actual human following up with them more than just alarms and reminders on their calendars. And so you can offer daily or weekly or monthly accountability packages. You can do it on Instagram or TikTok, or even use YouTube for that. You want to make sure, though, as you are putting the package together, that you be very sure the amount of time you have to dedicate to this. If you cannot afford to be motivating and reminding people of their goals daily, if you don't have the time for it, you do not want to offer it. So make sure you are very, very honest with yourself if you want to try this side hustle about the amount of time you actually have to dedicate to it. All right. The next to the last one, the sixth one, is creating a mini niche job board. So you can start a simple job board for a specific role, not general. Um, for example, cashiers, grocery store cashiers. That is very specific. And you have a job board that only posts job openings and current job availability for grocery store cashiers, or social media interns. The job board will only have postings for social media interns. Why it works? People want curated jobs. Like, it would be so much easier if you were, let's say, for example, a recent law student looking for a job. It would be a lot easier to search through a job board that is dedicated to posting jobs, legal jobs, as opposed to going to Indeed, for example, that can be very wide and broad, and you're searching through and clicking through, and all sorts of stuff are in there. And if it would be a lot easier to have a niche job board. So you can start by using tools. There are tools and sites online that will allow you to create and customize your own job board. And over time, you can monetize with paid listings or affiliate hiring links. This brings us to the last one on our list, a base body for new entrepreneurs. So what you will be is, it's more or less a consulting role. You will be a sounding board and setup helper for people launching their first businesses. Even if you're not actively helping them do things like forming their LLC and filing the paperwork for that, or designing their website, you'll be a one-stop resource shop for them. Like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is the next step you need to follow. This is where you go to find information or resources for it. This is what you use to file your articles of incorporation. Use Canva or this other tool to do your marketing. Or go here, somewhere like Fiverr, and hire people for cheap to help you with certain things. You give them tech stack advice. And why this is an interesting and needed side hustle is because many founders or many recent or just starting entrepreneurs are overwhelmed and need a hand to guide them, and they are not at a place yet where they can hire a business manager or an accountant or a business professional or even a CPA to help them with that. And so you would be able to come in and be that sounding board for them. And you can start by positioning yourself as a guide on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, etc. etc. You can offer set up bundles or offer one to one sessions. That brings us to the end of this list of side hustles, side gigs that you don't commonly see out there, things you can start and look into. So as you dive in, if you come across any interesting tidbits, you start making money with any of them, just come back, say hi, say this worked. Or if you run into any issues, come back and say, hey, there was an issue here, or I have a question here. I am interested in hearing from you. As always, I wish you the very best in all that you do. Go forth, go do well, create wealth fearlessly, and I will catch you on the next video.